Hello, everyone. And what a special episode this is. Happy New Year to everyone that's listening to the show on the day that it comes out. It's the 2nd of January, 2024, and this is episode 11. It's always so wonderful to kind of embark on a new year. I always feel it gives you that sort of sense of anything's possible and all those limitless opportunities that lie in front of us to create the new year as we want to. So welcome to episode 11 and welcome to 2024. And I'm so delighted to have you here with us on the Pet Behavior Chat and that you've tuned in with us here in the new year. So this episode is going to be a bit of a different one. I'm not going to talk about necessarily behavior problems or approaching behavior problems. I actually want this episode to be all about our pets and the richness that they bring to our lives and, you know, what they actually mean to us in terms of the human-animal bond. And at the end of the episode, I'm going to invite you to join our 30-day Pet Appreciation Challenge, which we are running over on our Facebook group, which is called the Pet Behavior Community. I'm going to drop the link to the Facebook group in the show notes. And what I would love is for us to spend a whole month, the month of January 2024, just sharing our appreciation for our pets, because I think sometimes we can get so caught up with everyday life. And if you're listening to this podcast, then maybe you are struggling with a pet behavior problem or a behavior challenge, and that can sometimes damage or fracture that really important human-animal bond. And so sometimes we just need to bring it right back and really appreciate the things that our pets do bring to our lives and how they enrich our lives. So at the end of this podcast, I'm going to be sharing how that's going to work. And we have some amazing free giveaways for everyone that kind of jumps both feet into the challenge and kind of really embraces the challenge. So we've got 3 amazing giveaways, which I'll chat a little bit more about at the end of the podcast. However, before we get started, I just want to thank everybody that has listened to our first 10 episodes. So this podcast launched at the end of 2023. So I really started thinking about it and planning it in the summer of 2023. So last year in the summer. And it actually was quite a quick process to launching it and to getting everybody together, to getting the team around me, to really understanding what it was that I wanted to talk about in the podcast, and to then launching it. And we had a super successful launch week in November. And yeah, our first 10 episodes are live, which is incredible, really. So yeah, thank you to everybody who supported us. So I've just actually had a look at the stats on our podcast hoster, and the episodes have been super popular. We've had so many listens, we've had so many downloads, and it seems that the episodes that are particularly popular are those episodes where I actually talk to pet owners, pet parents, clients of ours, people that have gone on this journey together with us about their journey, essentially. I think everybody loves hearing the stories. I think everybody can relate perhaps to the struggles. I've had such a lot of messages from listeners who've said that it gives them hope to listen to other people's journeys and that there is something that can be done, and especially that they're not alone. I think that's such an important feeling, isn't it, that you're somehow not on your own in this, and there is definitely help out there, and there are others that have traveled a similar path and that have had great outcomes. So those episodes tend to be or seem to be very, very popular. And please let me know if you agree with that. And we are going to absolutely continue with those episodes. In fact, our next episode, episode 12, is just such another episode. I'm going to be chatting about the wonderful Muttley and his doggy mum, Eileen, who also went through a pretty intense journey of behavioral challenges and how to navigate through that. So yeah, if you enjoy those types of episodes, definitely tune into episode number 12, which comes out next week. But I wanted to also tell you a little bit about what we have in store for 2024. So what's coming up in the next year. So what I was thinking was to kind of have little clusters of themes and topics so that sometimes it's very, very difficult to kind of cover everything that's related to a specific topic in just one episode. So, for example, the next couple of topics that we're going to be covering, the first one is going to be all about aggression and aggressive behaviors and how to manage that and deal with that. And I think that comes at quite a good time just after Christmas and the new year. We do sometimes have aggressive events that occur during the festive period and in this time, or sometimes perhaps, you might just decide now the new year is actually the time to really think about your pet's behavior and to maybe kind of address some of the behavioral challenges that you've been facing. So we're going to kind of look at different topics, but then of course there's so much to cover in those individual topics, and we also want to get different people in on it and look at the different aspects and the different nuances. So we're going to start off with a kind of a few episodes that are around that topic of aggressive behaviors, reactive behaviors, defensive behaviors, and how you can actually cope with that and deal with that in the home, and what kind of strategies we can use to help with that. And as part of that, I'm also going to be speaking to a wonderful veterinary behavior expert in the UK. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about what's happening with the XL bully breed over in the UK, because that's something that kind of falls into that category, but is such a big topic in the UK at the moment and I know we have a lot of UK listeners, so that's something that I really want to chat about. And then after that, we're going to start talking all about behavior medications, because I know this is a topic from everybody that's kind of let me know what they would like to hear more about. Medication seems to be one of the biggest topics. I think there's probably not a lot of great understanding around behavior medications. When do we use them? Who's the ideal patient? What are we even trying to achieve with them? Is the medication going to turn my pet into a zombie? There are so many different medications out there. Which one is the right one for my pet? Will my vet know about it? All these questions that you perhaps have coming up. And also the way maybe that you might feel about that initially. So again, if you listen to episode 12 next week, you'll hear Eileen chatting about how she felt really uncomfortable initially about the thought of using medication for Muttley, and that she felt like she was a failure and that she had done something wrong, and now her beloved pet needed medication. So it's about dispelling some of those myths, as well as giving some practical information and advice on, what actually are these medications? How do we use them? What do they do? So there's going to be something for both pet owners here and also for vets and veterinary professionals. So vet nurses or pet care professionals, everyone, who's part of that pet care team. So that's going to be my next sort of little cluster of topics. And usually we'll have maybe 3, 4, 5 episodes on a specific topic. So this is the opportunity for you to let me know if there's anything in particular that you would like me to talk about. Are there particular challenges? Do you need practical tips and advice in certain areas? We're definitely going to do also a cluster of episodes around cat behavior, because that's something that is, as important as dog behavior. So just let me know if there's anything in particular that you would like me to talk about. Then just either type it in underneath the episode. Come and find us on our social media channels. I'm going to tell you a lot more about the pet behavior community just now, but that's a great place to come and find us, and just let us know if there's something specific that you're struggling with or that you would need help on. Is it separation anxiety? Is it noise phobias? Is it general anxiety? Is it more about aggressive behaviors, more about medications, maybe about supplements and so on? So what are the things that you would like to hear more about? So that's how things are shaping up for 2024. And of course, we'll be bringing in lots of amazing guests. And again, lots of people who have trodden this path, who've walked this journey, who have actually gone on this journey with their own pet. So I think that's going to be really, really useful for many of you. All right. So without further ado, let me chat to you about our 30-day pet appreciation challenge. So we're going to run this over on our Facebook group, which is a really popular group, and it's a very active group. We've got lots of people on there asking questions about their own pet's behavior, and myself or Ilse and Nora will jump on there and help answer those questions. We also I do quite a lot of lives on there, so you get kind of snippets of pieces of advice. We've done a few Facebook lives on there as well, some Q&A sessions, and of course, lots of posts about things that are relevant and that are up and coming and top of the on the edge of kind of everything that we know about science-based veterinary behavior medicine. So cutting edge, that's what I was looking for. Cutting edge of science-based veterinary behavior medicine. Everything that's new, you know, I talk a lot about the new literature studies that are coming out. What are we learning? What are we finding? So come on over to the pet behavior community. It's such a great resource. And this is also where we're going to be hosting our challenge. So I'm going to make it super simple. And I want this to be something fun, something lighthearted, something interactive that we can all, including myself, Ilse, Ben, Nora, everybody can jump on with our own pets. And basically, for the 31 days of January, I challenge and encourage you to every day post something about your pet that either made you smile, can be a picture, can be a video, can just be a few words about what did they do today to make me smile. What adventures might you have been on together? Did you go for an amazing walk in the snow? You know, did you do something cool and fun that got you both out and about and on adventures? Or how have they enriched your lives today? What have they brought to you? Were you feeling down and they just came over and sat next to you and put their paw on your leg or your hand? Or, you know, again, did they do something funny, or did they make you laugh and that helped you and enriched your life in that day? Were they really sweet to your kids? You know, was that something that was really enriching for you? And I'm going to jump in on this as well, because I have been feeling for the last couple of weeks very appreciative of my pets. We sadly lost one of our doggies a few weeks ago, our old girl Polly, and we miss her so much. And yeah, we need to appreciate our pets while we have them. So yeah, that's our 30-day pet appreciation challenge. What do they do today to make you smile? What adventures have you been on together? Or how have they enriched your lives? And we're going to look for people with top engagement. We're going to look for people who've really taken the time to let us know what their pets mean to them. And we're going to be giving away 3 amazing prizes. And these prizes are definitely worth having. We're going to let you know much, much more about them in the group, in the Facebook group. And yeah, I'm sure that you will not want to miss this. So they're all prizes that are going to be really helpful to you at the start of the new year. And yeah, come along. You've got to be in it to win it. So come along. Let us know every day what it is that your pet has done to make you smile, what adventures you've been on together, or what it is they've done to enrich your lives or your family's lives, you know, whatever it might be. To be in with a chance to win one of our amazing 3 prizes. So I'm going to put the link to the pet behavior community, our Facebook group, in the show notes here, but you can also just search for us on Facebook, the pet behavior community. There are a couple of questions to join, and then you will be let straight in, and you can already start with our amazing challenge, and we'll be posting in there every day with our own pictures. So pictures, videos, comments, whatever you would like to put on there. So that's it for me. I'm going to keep it short and sweet for today. I want to wish you all a very, very, very happy new year. I hope you all had a wonderful festive period. And I can't wait to hear what you and your pets are going to get up to in this new year. And please, please, please let us know what you would like us to talk about on the podcast. If there's anything in particular that you'd like me to address, now is the time that we're planning kind of next year's content, so we can most definitely get that in there for you. All right, I'm going to love you and leave you with that. And I will see you next Tuesday for episode number 12, which is Eileen and Muttley's journey, which you're going to love. I'm 100% sure of it. All right, that's all from me for today, and I'm going to see you next week. Happy New Year and bye for now.